Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new day of All Creator Live, and I am back playing more No Man's Sky. And today is going to be another chill day, because the only thing available as far as expeditions go is the Aquarius expedition, which has 5 days left. And to those who haven't played it already, it's got some really nice rewards. And moreover, out of all of the expeditions last year, this one was probably the most fun, especially for me because I love fishing in video games. So, yeah, definitely try and get that done. You have more than enough time because that expedition, you could get it done without even realizing it. It's really great. I want to say there's a little bit of stuff that you have to do that takes a bit of time, like the traps. They take about an hour to get finished catching all of the stuff that you need. But there are ways to get around that, like placing down multiple traps and checking the traps every so often. But you're still gonna have to wait a little bit. So that's probably like the only thing that I say would take up a bit of your time. But even so, 5 days, that's plenty of time. And then after that, they're going to do the last expedition of last year, which was the Cursed Expedition. And that will be probably another 2 weeks. And that makes sense because it took us 2 weeks to get done the Cursed Expedition. So you have exactly the same amount of time to get that done as we did when we first played it. So... but the rewards for it are pretty cool. And the expedition itself, while being pretty hard, it is probably one of the more memorable expeditions out of all of them. Also, I'm already experiencing some stick drift. As I stated, this controller's over 5 years old now. It's definitely got to be replaced. Last year, I tried fixing it myself, and I did a pretty good job. It was doing okay, but now it's starting to go again, having some problems with stick drift. But I'm not too worried about it because today's going to be a chill day, and I'm not going to be heavily reliant on movement and combat. And even if I am, it's not that big of a deal. Whatever it is I'm going to be doing, it's not super difficult, It's not going to be something where if I can't do it, then I can't progress kind of thing, Just a very chill stream. And you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and check out... we have a new member that pops into our streams. Their name is Catastrophe, and they've been building a base gradually on our stream planet, our live server planet. So I think I'll go over and check that out. Oh, I thought my plane, I thought my starship was blue for a second. I was about to say, what? I mean, that would have been cool, but I would have questioned it. I would have been like, how'd that happen? Alright. That's not his base. That's just where he plopped down a different message. There's his base, right over there. On that island, on that floating island. Let's go see what he's done. Well, from up here, it doesn't look that different, but... he said he was going to do a little more with it, so let's check it out. He may even pop into the stream. I don't know, it's been a pretty busy day. I have a lot to talk about. So, I'll check all this out, and then... oh cool, he made a walkway. I didn't even realize, but yeah, he has a walkway here. Nice. Oh. Yeah, the entertainment system has a fireplace next to it. I I didn't remember seeing that. I'm still wondering what this display is. I don't think I have it, and if I do, then maybe it's I don't know. It might be something that I haven't gotten yet. It looks like it isn't, because I've never really seen this. Unless it's some kind of part that he glitched out somehow to look like that. I take it he's a big fan of the Bakine, and that makes sense. They're cool. All the heads of the kills up there. There are a lot of things that I could do with my base with similar types of decorations. But I'm trying to think of... I think it's this kind of a display, which is really neat. That's the one that I need to figure out where he got it. Because I want it too. It's really cool. What's up with the, oh, I guess maybe this could be a shower, possibly. Who knows, he could be taking some inspiration from his actual home. I do that sometimes when I play games where you can customize your house. Obviously, I didn't do it in No Man's Sky. My base looks absolutely nothing like my house. I live in a rinky-dink apartment. There ain't no way I have that kind of a luxury establishment.
Moonlit Ghosts said, stopping by to say
Really
hi since
nifty
my Wi-Fi is
construction
back on
area.
LOL. Moonlit Ghosts.
Hello there, Moonlit Ghost. It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
If I can come back later.
Alright, no problem. I always appreciate it whenever people can stop by and say hello. Whoops, there I go. Whoa, it was close almost to the ground. Would have ran right into that boulder back. He would have been okay though, but I would have broke my legs on those boulders. Oh shoot, I have to get back up there, and I do think it's cool that they have a pier here.
Said, hey Jason, I'm glad.
Yo, Bryce, I'm glad you did too. It's good to see you. This is going to be a very chill stream. Why did he dig this under here? Might have had something to do with something he built inside. But yeah, it's gonna be a real chill stream. I'm just checking out somebody's base on my planet here. They built a really cool base, and I don't see. Oh, there go the butter bats. I forgot they're on this planet as well. I don't see any other bases. There was another person that tuned in yesterday, and I welcomed them to join and make their own base. I don't know what that save point is though. Did I put that there? Well, I colored it red. Oh, I think I know what that might be. Let's go see what it is. I think that's the... yeah. Right. Those are kind of important for people who are in need of certain things. So I felt like it'd be a nice area for people to know that it exists. And it's kind of a stone's throw away from my base. So... heck, you could just wander across the plains there and get to it.
Said, the planet needs the world
it does. Heck, if anything, 4K's base right here kind of looks like it could be a tournament fighting arena. Oh no! Oh, how dare you! Took my parking spot. I guess I'll land in 4K's parking spot. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. I'll go over there and give that guy a what for, tell him to get out of here so I could park there. And our glorious tree is still there. And it's spawning children. Look, there are more of them. This, I don't think, is the same species. But it's a welcomed addition. Just adding more greenery to this area. I think it's cool that more trees tend to show up and they stay here. That's really cool. And the fact that that tree's been here this entire time, it was the only tree that was here at the time because I had destroyed all the other ones, but now more of them are popping up. And I feel like the Lorax would be pleased. Let's go ahead and save. Alright, so I'm going to do some fishing. And I guess after that I will do some more missions today. That sounds like fun. And there's my... Ah! It landed on me. Whoops. Alright, well, I gotta put down my skimmer again. It seems like it's facing in a completely different direction this time. I want it kind of looking at my base. There we go. I was hoping it would do that. In some instances, it tries to float over to where you're putting it if it's already on the map, but that wouldn't have helped because I want it to be facing in this direction so I can fish off of it. Alright, swap to my fishing rod. And now let's just chill. So Bryce, how has your day been going? If you're still there. I know that Moonlit Ghost had to leave. I have some Slim Jims here. Some nacho flavored Slim Jims. Oh, I don't want to try. Let's catch a fish first, then I'll open one up. Nice catch. I don't know what it is about Slim Jim packaging. It differs depending on what kind of Slim Jim you have. And I think that's weird. I feel like all of them should have the same type of packaging. Or at least the same way of opening them up. Nacho cheese flavored ain't bad. It tastes more like chili cheese than nacho cheese. Which is okay, I like chili cheese too, but I was expecting more of a nacho flavor.
My day has been alright. I finished another route in the V and I was going through the trophy lists online. Say I have only one
Oh,
more
cool.
left.
It's always good when you can get all the trophies. I gotta do that with Astrobot. I'm also pretty sure that I can do a better time run and get a better overall time than my one friend, Phoenix. So I might try doing that too. Not on stream though, that will take forever, just in my free time. Maybe on the weekend. Oh, but yeah, Bryce, have you seen that they've announced the Nintendo Switch 2?
Tumezu said, I don't care about the trophies, honestly. VNS are typically easy to platinum because you just need to
Oh,
complete the
yeah,
story.
true.
Tumezu said, as for the Switch, I heard it was going to be announced soon because of the leaks.
Oh, yeah, no, it was announced this afternoon. Well, actually, I think it was this morning. I can't remember. But, it's coming out this year. They've already said, they're going to launch it sometime this year, but they're going to give a specific date in April. So I'm guessing it's probably, if the release date is going to be announced in April, I'm pretty sure that means it's going to be sometime in November. Because April is really close to the end of the second quarter. And there ain't no way they're going to try and put it out in the third quarter. Third quarter is like a graveyard shift in terms of when you're trying to put out video games. It's because a lot of new games get announced in the third quarter. And when something gets announced, it means that nobody wants to get something that's about to come out. That's why a lot of publishers and game companies don't like putting out video game consoles in the third quarter. So I'm guessing it's going to come out in the fourth quarter. And typically consoles release in November in the fourth quarter because that's when everybody's trying to get Christmas presents and stuff. But as for me, I am definitely not going to be able to get it this year. What with hospital payments and vet payments, as well as these rising tariff prices and the fact that I still need to replace one of my Roombas because it's not functioning correctly. I fixed it this past summer, but it's still not working right. I'm going to have to replace it. And, well, I need to also replace my PS5 controllers. I was just talking about that. So,
I'm not sure ID wanted unless it were backwards compatible like the
I'm pretty sure it's going to be backward compatible with what they showed. They showed the entire console already, and it looks exactly like a Nintendo Switch, but bigger. That's it. The only difference between this Switch and the new Switch and the old one is that it's bigger, and the Joy-Cons can be used as a computer mouse. And I really don't know exactly how much that's going to impact gaming unless they create a new Mario Paint. It's not really going to affect any video games that are coming out right now. You know, I'm sure they'll shoehorn it into some of the games that they have. Like, I don't know, maybe Link will be able to use a computer in the new Breath of the Wild. Use a laptop or something. Maybe Link's gonna become a gamer in the new Breath of the Wild. But, yeah. that's not really a very huge change. It's certainly not warranted for a huge price increase, and that's the other thing I want to talk about. Because there isn't really that much of a difference between this Switch and the old one, I'm not seeing it go for a larger price, you know? At most, I think it's going to go for $400. That's what I think. And I think that's the only plus side to this new system, is that it's going to be relatively cheap because current consoles are around $500 to $600, depending on which one you get. And if you're looking for gaming on the go, there's also Steam Deck and things like that, so it's a much cheaper option to things like that, even though it is Nintendo hardware and it's a lot more exclusive, which is actually a negative, but but yeah, I think they're going to be coming out with a good library of video games for the Nintendo Switch 2, though. I know in terms of Switch, they came out with a couple new types of titles, but it really was kind of a slog. We were really only getting one really huge game every year from the Nintendo Switch. Me and my family have been kind of struggling to find games to buy my nephew for the Nintendo Switch. This year for Christmas, I bought him a Smurfs video game, so you know it's kind of hard. He has almost every single big budget title, or you know, all of the really big named titles for the Switch already, so it was kind of hard for us to find anything to get him this year. And so I have a feeling that for the past 2 years they've been secretly working on games for the Switch, so hopefully it'll have a good library when it launches. They already showed off a new Mario Kart. That was displayed with the console itself. Well, footage of it. They didn't show a game cartridge or anything like that. You know, they just showed video footage. And they didn't say anything about this is the new Mario Kart 10 or anything like that, but people could tell it was a new Mario Kart, even though they didn't say it was. So either it was footage that they created to show off how powerful the new Switch is, or it was actual footage of a game that they are currently working on. So if that's the only thing that launches with this new Switch, I am going to be very disappointed, because Mario Kart's fun, but it's not a game that I look forward to, you know? In fact, the last Mario Kart I played was on the Wii U, and that I was only able to get because it went on sale, and it was pretty cheap. I think it was like $30. I think it was like half off, and yeah, it's not really a game that I look forward to. You know, if they were to maybe release a new Star Fox or a new Zelda that I'm interested in. I mean, they're definitely not going to be releasing a new Zelda with the Switch 2. They came out with Tears of the Kingdom last year. And
or it could be Mario Kart Ultimate.
Or not Tears of the Kingdom last year, I mean the year before that. I'm still feeling like it's 2024, you know? I can wish, you know? I can dream that it's still 2024. I wish it was still 2024, I really do. But, yeah. I don't see them releasing a new Legend of Zelda title along with the Switch, too. That's the other thing that's going to be kind of difficult. Like, what do we call it? We just call it the Switch 2, right? And that's kind of... like, just then, when I said I don't think they're going to be coming out with another Legend of Zelda for the Switch 2. I have to say 2 twice. I feel stupid saying that. I get it. They want a game console where they can just put a number at the end, like the PlayStation and Microsoft, like how they do. It's a lot easier when it comes to the naming process. That makes sense. But why with Switch? You know, they could have thought of something else. Like, what are we supposed to do? I know for the PlayStation 5, we call it the PS5 to abbreviate it. And the Xbox One Series X's Xbox One S. You know, there are abbreviations for it, but the Switch 2 we're just going to be saying Switch and then putting the number 2 on it because you can't abbreviate Switch. That's just one word. You could call it the Nintendo Switch 2, which is what I wanted everybody to do with the Nintendo Switch. I just wanted to call it the NS, but apparently nobody wants to call it the NS. They just want to fill their mouth with words and say Nintendo Switch over and over again instead, or just Switch. But now you can't do that. You can't just say Switch because you're going to get it confused with Switch 1 or Switch 2, which one? And you got to say Switch 2 at the end. So I feel like we should just be calling them NS1 and NS2. That makes way more sense. But nobody's going to do that. So it's going to be hard to try and talk about these consoles without getting them mixed up. But yeah, the NS2. It's definitely going to have a good library when it first launches. I can see that already because they haven't been putting a lot of effort into games this year or last year, 2024. So they have to have had something cooking on the back burner for the past 2 years. So other than a new Mario Kart title, I guess maybe some other things.
Sony has been more consistent with naming consoles than Microsoft.
That's true too, because I don't know what it was with Microsoft. I guess they thought they had to stand out with some of their consoles, but they've also reverted back to doing a number system, and that makes more sense. So if Nintendo's joining that side of things, I fully welcome it. I just wish they would have done it with a better name, you know? Like if they would have went with Wii and had Wii 1, Wii 2, Wii 3, I like that idea. That would have been better. It's a lot easier to describe, but just Wii 2 actually sounds better than Wii U. I don't know why they didn't go with that. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Right. Because I feel as though it might have a better a better couple of games that it launches with. I feel like we might be seeing a new Star Fox, maybe, and that's something I'm very excited about because after the failure of the last Star Fox on the Wii U, which was kind of just a remake of the original Star Fox, Nintendo has been very shy about doing anything Star Fox related, and that makes me sad because it was one of my favorite games on their systems. But let me see, what else could they think of releasing with the Switch 2? Goodness, I'm not entirely sure. Hello there, Jay, and welcome. It's nice to meet you. I like the way it read out that. But yeah, Jay, I don't know. Have you been to this stream before? Your name seems familiar, but if you are new, welcome. It's nice to meet you. Where our topic of discussion right now is the Nintendo Switch 2 and what games we think are going to launch with it. I'm hoping for a new Star Fox, but that's a huge want. So if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. We know it's going to come out with a new Mario Kart.
Then newscast. Said.
Oh boy.
Viewers on Screen.com remove the space LRCOBS.
I got it.
Jay.
No worries, Bryce.
Said.
I got it.
Hey.
Got that bot.
Jay. Said.
Well, yeah, maybe a new Mario. It has been a while since we've seen a and Sonic. I don't know.
Jay. Said.
They just came out with Sonic Generations on all consoles, so I don't think Sega's going to be working on another Sonic game recently or anytime soon.
Yeah, Wii does sound better than Wii U, but Switch never really got a Mario Kart when you think about it, since they just ported Mario Kart from the Wii U to Switch.
That's so freaking true. I think that's why a lot of people were upset that they weren't going to be coming out with another. Why they when they saw Mario Kart on the Switch 2, they were like, oh, that's where it's been this whole time. It's been hiding on that console. So now they're going to have to buy a Switch 2 in order to get a new Mario Kart. And that's just shitty. They went almost an entire decade without. Actually, no, they did. They went an entire decade without a Wii, or
Said,
without a
he sounds a little off.
new Mario Kart. Oh, that's that's the quirk about my text-to-speech program. It tends to give some people unique voices.
Said,
Maybe a new Donkey Kong, because they did show off a new model for Donkey Kong in the new Mario Kart, so it's possible they might have that going alongside. But yeah, I don't see them putting out any new Legend of Zelda for the Switch 2, since they released Echoes of Wisdom a couple months ago, and Tears of the Kingdom came out 2 years ago, so there's no way they've had enough time to make another installment of the Breath of the Wild series. What? Like, I wanted to say something funny, but that's not funny. Alex the Kid. Dang, that is an old game. No. You know what they could do to surprise everybody is, because everyone cries about the Mother series, they could do that. They could announce a new Mother series and bring the series back to the Nintendo.
That's why I said the new Mario Kart could just be Mario Kart Ultimate Edition.
No. Everybody would be so mad. It's like, oh, it's just another Mario Kart 8. It's just everyone's got new models. The end. That would piss so many people off. I don't think Nintendo's that dumb. It's definitely a new Mario Kart game. But yeah, that's really not any incentive for me to get it as it stands. I know they're going to talk about more launch titles in April, but as it stands, if that's the only game that comes out with the Nintendo Switch 2, I don't see any incentive to buying it. And not that I could either because of my budget, but the fact that I can't afford it this year, next year I might be able to afford it. I don't know. But because I can't get it this year, and next year it's probably going to be getting hunted by buying bots, purchasing bots, and scalpers are going to be buying them up like crazy. We won't be able to get any, you know? So it might be another couple years before I get the Nintendo Switch 2. I may end up having the money in 2026, but it probably won't be on the store shelves or anything. And that's exactly what happened when the Switch came out, and I ended up getting the Nintendo Switch like 5 years I think it was like 4 years later. And I said it last year, if the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out this year, I'm not going to be able to get it. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not going to get it. And then they said that it's going to be coming out this year, and I'm like, of course, Nintendo. Nintendo always wants to do things in a way that I don't approve of. This is why I'm not liking their company as much anymore, is because it's like they want to do everything to tick me off. They've kind of cut down on that in the past years, but now that they're starting up again, I'm like, why? Back in 2015, I was livid with their company after they completely dropped the Nintendo Wii U, and it just immediately full force went into the Switch, and it made me sad because I bought a Wii U thinking it was going to last at least 5 years. Oh yeah, definitely. And because Super Mario Odyssey came out on the first Nintendo Switch, I'm wondering if maybe they've been working on a Mario Odyssey 2 to come out with the Switch 2. I don't know. They came out with Mario Wonder last year or the year before in 2023. So
said the Pokemon fans might upgrade so they could get a better experience, assuming Scarlet and Violet see performance boost, and that is on the
no, I'm pretty sure that they're just going to stick with what they have now in terms of what happened with Scarlet and Violet. So if they do come out with a new Pokemon, it's going to be a completely new Pokemon. And if anything, with what happened between them and Power World is any indication, they're probably looking forward to an performance increase for the Nintendo Switch 2 so that they can make something to compete with what came out already, you know?
Said, well, I'm reading a leak and it says they're focusing on the Switch games for the Switch. Jay.
Yeah, that's what when we first started this conversation, Jay, I mentioned that it feels as though they've been working on video games for the Switch 2 the past 2 years because the amount of games that have come out for the Switch in the past 2 years haven't been as much as they were in 2022. They put out a lot of games in 2022. They had a big year in 2022, but 2023 and 2024 they didn't see so much success. They came out with some fun games, but they weren't huge, you know? They weren't grab your attention and absolutely stay with it kind of games.
Jay said, yes.
Yeah, so I'm anticipating a nice big lineup of games to launch with the Nintendo Switch 2. I keep wanting to call it the NS2 because that feels like it'd be a better thing to do now that they're going to be switching, or that they're going to be sticking with a number system. So we could call the old Nintendo Switch the NS1, and now we can call this one the NS2. That feels right, but you know there are going to be a lot of people that don't want to do that, and I'm like, why? It only feels natural.
What game would you want to see on that particular device?
Well, I already said it when you were coming in here. I want to see a new Star Fox. If they do increase performance to a greater degree to at least match the PlayStation 4's capabilities, because the size of the thing, you can already tell it's not going to be able to run performance hardware at the same level as PlayStation 5 and the Xbox One S. So at most I feel like it will be able to be on par with the PS4. So they could do some really great stuff with Star Fox.
Abbreviation might stick if a Switch comes out in the future.
Well, we'll see. Who knows? A lot of people are saying that this just feels like a Nintendo Switch Pro because it's just bigger and better performance, and those are the only real differences. And I kind of agree with that, but if it's a significant difference in terms of what games they're going to display or show off in April, then they could just prove to us that it is a more powerful system in every way, which will cement it as a Nintendo Switch 2 and not just a Pro.
In the Guardians looking animal, LOL.
Right. Yeah, he does kind of look like Rocket from the Guardians. He looks a bit like Rocket. Obviously he came out first and he's a fox, but it's the way that they've tufted his fur now in the more recent titles that he looks like that, because he's got the and he has metal legs. I know that's a big difference too. Oops, I didn't cast my line out. I was like, why ain't I catching anything? Yeah. It's cool though. I like it. I really love Rocket. He's my favorite character of the Guardians. Right. And as I was saying, a new Star Fox would be great because they could do it along the lines of, say, No Man's Sky in its significance and how big it could be. I mean, obviously, they're not going to go for No Man's Sky in the way that it plays and the procedural generation type of thing, but they could definitely make planet-sized levels for you to adventure across. A la what they did with Starlink, except make it all Star Fox themed. I know that there's the Star Fox upgrade for Starlink, but I've played it and it doesn't really add much. It just adds new models. It just adds Star Fox as a character along with his R-Wing, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't give us new planets or anything like that, so that's a little bit disappointing, but what can you expect? It's not the same company. So if they come out with a new Star Fox on the NS2, I really would like to see a nice big game where all of the levels are planet-sized. It would be cool as fuck, and I would definitely be jealous of anyone that has a Nintendo Switch 2 after that.
As for Star Fox, I'm not too sure I'd be excited because with a few exceptions, Star Fox games have just been retelling the story.
That's what I'm talking about, Bryce. When I said that the last one they made was just a remake of Star Fox 1, they do that a lot, and it really upsets me. They haven't really come up with a brand new story in the Star Fox universe. It would work. I could see that if they created a model that's like just a little bit taller than Rocket. That would work. Because foxes are just a little bit taller than raccoons. So I could see that. Just have a car-sized R-Wing fly in and Fox pop out like, what's going on here? Obviously not give him the same attitude as Rocket because Fox is more of a independent kind of person. I mean, Rocket is too. I'm just saying in terms of personality, he's more of his own character. Rocket tends to feel as though he needs others around him. Because he's got the tough guy thing. That's what Rocket is. He's on the outside, he seems like a tough guy, but on the inside, he needs others. And he shows that in the series. So, it would be nice to see. And it would make sense, too, because he comes from a world where animal creatures exist. And that could be where Fox comes from. The Lylat system, which is just adjacent to Rocket's system. And, on that note, I gotta release all of my fish and start beginning my adventures in space. So yeah, if that was to come out for the NS2, I would 100% be jealous of anyone that has the NS2. But unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to afford it. But if that Mario Kart game is the only thing that comes out with the NS2 when it releases, I probably won't feel that bad. I definitely won't feel that bad about not being able to get an NS2.
Tumezu said, I guess they want to forget Star Fox and the other Star Fox games that take place after the story told in Star Fox, and Star Fox Zero.
Well, they didn't. Star Fox Adventures didn't sell all that well. I think that's why they don't really care about story for Star Fox anymore. And that's a shame because Star Fox Adventures did have kind of a lame story, but it was already built upon something that existed, and that was the mistake they made. They really should just get back into what they were doing before, but I think that the old team that developed the first Star Fox has kind of moved on. So That's why they're struggling to come up with something new for the series. Because it feels like every time that you play one of their games for Star Fox, it feels like a genre that's already been tapped out. But there could be so much more there. They just don't want to look, and that's the sad thing about it. I mean, after all, everything takes place in the Lylat system. That's just one system. And they've expressed that in the games, too. That it's just one system of many. They could go to other systems. It's just, I guess Nintendo don't want to think that hard about it. And in some ways, they're like, oh, furry characters, we want to distance ourselves from that. And that's just an insult to everything that Nintendo was built upon. If you see a lot of the games that are coming out for Nintendo consoles, you would think that they're childish games just by the way that they look, but adults play them too. Half of the things that we see from Nintendo are all nostalgia bait. So the fact that they would distance themselves from something because, oh, furry fan base is so hypocritical to me. Alright, let's go up to the space station and get some missions.
Jay said, I'm a little aged, lol, my go-to was the Super SNES Street Fighter.
Oh no, I am too, don't get me wrong. I've been playing all of the Nintendo consoles from the very beginning. Hell, I was playing an Atari when I was a kid. Because we were too poor to afford the Nintendo. And, oh shit. I just rushed right towards the... I feel like I was about to go right through the space station. I hit that at such a wrong angle. But yeah, I definitely feel as though the Nintendo Switch 2 could sell better than the Nintendo Switch 1 if they have a good library of games when it first comes out.
Said, was the goat. Tumezu said, maybe they could go to other galaxies, but you need to use a slot machine from the SNES to do so.
Alternate routes, who knows?
Said,
oh, Moon Truck.
J.
Oh, wow. I haven't heard of that title. Let me take a look. I gotta look that up. That sounds fun. Oh, do you mean Moon Patrol? Yeah, I remember Moon Patrol. My grandfather had Moon Patrol. I played it when I would go over to his house. Yeah, it was fun. He had that, and he had Snoopy's The Red Baron. I played both of those games.
Jay said,
it was.
Yeah,
I preferred playing Snoopy's Red Baron, though. It had a lot of... It felt like it was very reminiscent of Atari Star Wars, where you had to fly around and try to wrap up the AT-ATs.
Jay said, one of them.
Right. But yeah, it definitely could outsell the Nintendo Switch. If it launches with a better library than the Switch did. The Switch only launched with one real title, and that was Breath of the Wild, and that was enough to get it to sell. But if Mario Kart is going to be the only game that launches with it, I don't think that's going to have the same impact. You see, Mario Kart has a very niche genre, is a very niche genre, and a very small percentage of Nintendo's fan base. Legend of Zelda, that spans across several genres and several fan bases. So it's obvious that's why the Switch sold so well when it launched. So the defining factor of the Nintendo Switch 2 selling well is what it launches with. And right now I feel like just Mario Kart is not going to do it. I get it, a lot of people have been anticipating a new Mario Kart, but it's not going to pull in the older crowd. It's only going to pull in YouTubers, and that's about it. And I realize that's free advertisement, but at the same time, people who play Mario Kart only do so when they see friends playing, and there are a lot of Switch players that don't have friends. I don't mean to sound mean. I don't have that many friends either, but it's just a fact of life that if you're going to produce a game console, you're gonna want a variety of games that appeal to all of your fans, and just Mario Kart isn't it. In fact, for a while, Mario Kart was one of Nintendo's least popular games, definitely behind the times with a lot of their other games, especially Mario. It's only increased in popularity because of the YouTube scene, and that's it. So if YouTubers can't get a hold of the Nintendo Switch, that's going to hurt their sales because it won't be free advertising. And if fans don't want to get the game because their favorite YouTuber isn't playing it, that's going to hurt their sales. And there are just some YouTubers that aren't going to want to play it. And you really don't want to rely on a console selling well based on influencers, and that's the sole defining factor. You don't want that to be the defining factor to selling a console, because influencers might hold a lot of influence, but if you give them the reins, they will crash you into the side of a mountain, and that's not good.
Jay said, "Death destruction is a wider niche. Man just likes to delete things so naturally."
Well, that is actually an interesting topic.
Tumezu said, "That's true, seeing as PS had a poor set of launch titles too. From what I remember, anyone who already had
Exactly. That was the reason why I feel as though the PlayStation 5 didn't sell as well as the Nintendo Switch on launch, is because it had very few launch titles, and the launch titles that did come out didn't come out alongside of the console. And the fact that YouTubers were playing a lot of the games, but they were playing games that were being mocked, like Bugsnax and what was the, I can't remember the other title. That's how bad it was. A lot of people were making fun of that title too. But it definitely didn't look good for their sales. Obviously, they made that up in terms of the fact that bots and scalpers were buying up the consoles like crazy. But that's just another thing that I wanted to touch on. Because bots and scalpers like to buy up consoles like crazy, it means that a lot of YouTubers aren't going to be able to get their hands on the console. And that's going to hurt Nintendo's sales as well, because that means that they don't get the free publicity that they need. And I don't know if any of you have been paying attention, but Nintendo's kind of been relying heavily on free publicity these days, because a lot of their commercials are for games that came out either a year or several years ago. I saw a commercial for the new OLED Switch, and they were showing gameplay from games that came out several years ago, like Animal Crossing New Leaf. or New Horizons, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, not even Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. And I was like, huh, well, they could have been showing more of their recent titles, but I guess maybe they wanted to attract things to their more popular titles with their more popular titles. So when it comes to selling a lot of their individual titles, they've been relying on free publicity to that effect. And I don't think it's been doing so well because the Nintendo Switch has been slowing down a lot in its sales. And it's because everybody's already got one, obviously, and that's probably why they've decided to launch a new system so early. I feel like it could have gone another year. But B, it's weird the fact that anyone time that a new game comes out, regardless of whether or not the person or YouTuber is interested in it, they'll still play it or give it a look at. Is kind of telling that Nintendo came to them and was like, "We'll give you money to play our game." And I don't know. That's not really a great way to sell your games. Maybe a great way to sell your console. We'll see when the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out. But if that's what they're relying on right now, they're kind of playing with fire doing that.
Prefabbed by default to deal with problems, but we all find ourselves drawn to puzzles, type games, etc. Anything that burns the brain cells fast seems to. J.
Right. Oh, this is a topic I want to talk about.
LOL.
Yeah. And what you said before, Jay, about the whole death and destruction in video games and how it relates to our core mentality as a human species and our basic want to fight. Things like that. I think that's important to realize when you're developing a game, because if you put too much effort into making your game feel like it's set for violent people, it's going to put off a lot of others, you know? Takes what we were just talking about, Star Fox, for instance. It does rely heavily on things like destruction and flying around in space, but there's the whole wow aspect of it that really gets to people. And the fact that it's cartoon violence helps as well. Because that's something that A, the destructive people can enjoy, and B, the people who like shiny things can enjoy. So it pulls people together. The same, I guess, could be said about the Call of Duty series. There's a lot of people who play that genre of series will be into things like that because it's a hero mentality. It's this could happen in real life mentality that a lot of those people have. And sadly, it kind of converts those people into wanting things like that to happen, and it's very negative to me, which is why I try to avoid certain situations like that, because it kind of breeds people to want to have that kind of mentality. But I do get the aspect of wanting to play Call of Duty from a hero standpoint, of wanting to be the hero, and the fact that things like that could happen in real life means that you feel as though you could thrive in that situation. Obviously, that's not the real case. There's more that goes into it. But that is a huge selling point for a lot of Call of Duty players, and you can see that in their advertising. You're never depicted as an anti-hero in the Call of Duty advertisements. You're always the hero.
Hopefully Nintendo doesn't have the cross-gen problem Sony and Microsoft had too. The cross-gen releases are good for consumers, but the new games coming to both PS and hurt the appeal.
I think they might go for that.
Said. An Acme game would be fun, but that was a controversial cartoon for its
I
violence back
think
in
that
the
would
day.
do too. I think that would do a really great job. It's all a matter of what Warner Brothers wants to do because they own that company now. And did you hear that Warner Brothers is actually teaming up with Disney now? That made me so sad because it makes it feel like Disney at any minute is going to buy Warner Brothers, and now Disney won't have any competition. it's it's like shit. Uh, I heard about that a while ago, but it really all depends on what Warner Brothers wants to do. If they want to make a new Acme game, they can do it. They don't even have to worry about censors anymore. There's so many types of violent games out there.
J.
Warner Brothers could just go for
Sid.
it, and I feel like they
Aw
should.
darn.
Yeah. I mean, right now everybody's talking about, oh yeah, they're just teaming up. That's why you see the new bundle that Disney is uh, shilling out. It's a new bundle that is Disney Plus, ESPN, Hulu, and uh, HBO Max. And HBO Max is definitely owned by Warner Brothers. So the fact that Disney is offering up this bundle 100% confirms that Warner Brothers is
Too
in
major.
bed with Disney, and that's
Sid.
not a good sign.
From AT to Disney would be quite a jump for Warner.
I guess it would be, but I mean, it that's all companies are doing these days. That's the game that they're playing. Everything's going to merge together, and they can be like, "Oh, it's not a monopoly. It's not a monopoly because this tiny developer exists. This tiny developer that we don't want to buy out, but we want to scrutinize. They exist, so we don't own a monopoly." You see, that's how it is. That's how it's going with the world these days. And there have to be laws that prevent that. But of course, because of the cutting ceremony, there are no regulations to that anymore. That's why Twitter got bought up. That's why Fox and uh, what was the other company? Studio Ghibli and Marvel and a lot of these other companies have been bought up. That's why Microsoft was able to buy up Blizzard and Blizzard THQ Activision. That's why all these companies are able to buy up other companies so easily because there are no more regulations because of the ribbon cutting ceremony.
J. Said. If Disney got hold of WB, I think it would kill Disney cause no consumers. Risking consumer option is a bad gameplay for any business.
No, no. See, Jay, that's what they're going for. That's what corporations are doing these days. Because they're buying up everything. You see what they're doing with Marvel right now. A lot of people have been hating their movies because they've just been putting out so much. They've just been churning out so much stuff. And it's the same thing that they did with the Muppets and that other series. I can't remember, but oh yeah, and they've been doing that with Star Wars too. Is they've been churning out nonstop stuff and kind of saturating the market for each of those companies that they own, so that they can justify writing them off and getting rid of them.
Imagine if Disney and Sony got into a bloodbath to buy each other out.
I don't know how that's going to go. In the gaming scene, we'll have to wait and see with that. But as far as entertainment goes, that's what Disney's going for.
J. Said. Rainbow. J. Said. Zippy and Bungle.
Yeah. But yeah, they're buying up all these companies so that they can tank them And in the process, they can also increase the prices, and because there's no competition, they can just do that. And that's another reason why we've been seeing prices go up. And it all comes back to the ribbon cutting ceremony that happened in 2017, 2018, when Trump did that stupid ribbon cutting ceremony, which got rid of so many regulations that prevented companies from raising prices exorbitantly. And got all those regulations, all of that red tape was the reason why companies weren't really able to just dig in and start charging exorbitant amounts of money for their products. But now we're seeing a drastic increase in inflation because of that. And that stupid fucking ribbon cutting ceremony is the entire reason for it. And the fact that nobody talks about this shit is mostly what pisses me off, because corporations are just getting away with it now. They're getting away with monopolies, they're getting away with raising prices, and if our world government doesn't do anything about it, it's just going to make things worse for all of us at the bottom here trying to get by. And nobody wants to care. Everybody wants to pretend like, oh, someone's going to get shot one day and that's going to be the end of it. But that wouldn't be the end of it. No single death is going to put a stop to what's going on. We need to hold these billionaires accountable.
Over time, by deleting consumers' options, they force those consumers out, and by raising prices and having no option, most just say get fudges.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen unless we hold those billionaires accountable. That's the only way that it's going to happen.
Fudge.
They're going to be able to get away with anything as long as we let them do it. If nobody holds them accountable for what they do, they're just going to get away with it. And it's going to escalate to the point where either there's going to be a massive war, or there's going to be a massive gap. There's going to be a massive wage gap. And we're going to basically turn into China, where an entire country's worth of people are going to be enslaved. And it's not going to be pretty, I'm telling you. Alright, dangerous worries. We gotta kill 4 monstrosities. So that's the day that I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the day when our systems, not just here in America, but around the world, because this is going on everywhere.
Yeah, nothing changes unless an angry mob with pitchforks and torches rises up.
But yeah, that's the thing that everybody wants to do. They want to blame America. They want to say, oh, America this, America that. This is why everything's happening. America's responsible. But no, it's around the world. Billionaires exist everywhere. And if we don't crack down on them, if we don't start fighting against them, they're going to get rid of us. This is the thing. Nobody's saying any of this. Nobody's talking about this. And the people that are talking about it, those billionaires are doing everything they can to shut them up. It's literally an infestation. What I'm about to do right here, it's just like that. Those billionaires are like these infested creatures that I'm about to take out. If you don't do anything against them, they're just gonna multiply, they're just gonna breed, and they're just going to get worse. And by breeding, I don't mean, you know, intercourse. I don't mean that. I can't say the word. I mean what they're doing is they're taking millionaires that already exist, and they're making them billionaires just like them, so that they can be like, all right, now you're in our club and you're against all of those poors. You're against all those poor people. So do all of these things because those poor people will suffer. And then the millionaires are like, yeah! And and that's how they breed another billionaire. All right, let's take care of this infestation. Do I have to? Yeah, I have to do. I have to walk for 400 units, right? Great. I think it's over there. Where all those weird tree-looking things are. But yeah, the sooner we do something, the better.
Tumezu said, "What makes me frustrated is that people just equate everything on the same level as nature and say things like things change or there's nothing that can be
Right.
done."
That's the other thing is the environment. Because of everything that's going on with people worrying about their bank accounts and shit, nobody's really giving a fuck about the environment.
Jay said,
Possibly, but that is really all just speculation. It can't be proven unless someone actually steps up and proves it. But in terms of any of their competition right now, it's literally all just little no-name people. You know, like in-house movie developers and things like that are successful in Canada. Things that we really don't know about here in America or possibly anywhere else in the world. They're not going to get recognition unless larger corporations like Disney don't stop undermining them. And without them, they have no competition. So obviously they're not doing anything to them in Canada, which is great because they get to thrive in Canada. But anytime that any of their stuff comes over here to America, Disney does everything they can to belittle their progress here in the States. And that upsets me as well. Because that's the entire reason why capitalism exists. That's the only reason why capitalism works, is when we allow smaller people to develop and become more competitive. And the fact that Disney is silencing them and doing all that they can to buy them out just means that they're not following the rules. And, I mean, it doesn't make them capitalists anymore. It makes them oligarchs. And that's what everyone's starting to realize, is that, oh, these people aren't capitalists. No, they're oligarchs. They're the type of people who just want to be the richest in the world and want to shut down anyone else from getting money. Because it's their money. Alright, so I think if we just take one egg and kill
Jay said,
4 of them, that should work.
"My granddaddy always used to say, unless the environment makes your bed and puts food in your belly, who cares?" Then I'd say, "Well, granddad, did you know that wool jumper is made from the sheep?"
Right. I just...
said,
that line of thinking, God, your grandfather really wasn't...
said, "Disney and such should be glad."
Nothing against your grandfather.
Up their ilk for the sole reason of
Oh yeah, that would be a pipe dream there, Bryce. 100%. I long for the day when a company can come along and be like, you know what, Disney, if you don't stop, we're gonna buy you, and that'll be that. I dream of that. Just, you know, put them in their place, shut them up, be like, hey, you know what? If you keep doing this, karma's gonna bite you in the ass. Alright, let's get this started. That is not the weapon. This is not the weapon I want to use. Because it's definitely not strong enough. It's basically a glorified fishing rod. So there we go. Huh? Oh. There we go. I'll just take this. See, this is an easy one. Because these guys are like... I feel like I'm a little too low. Let's get a little higher. So we avoid their range. Alright, kill. I think that's why everybody's kind of siding with Luigi Mangione. I can't believe that's his real name. I'm one of those people that is in the ballpark of thinking that's not the same person that committed that killed the CEO, that, you know, committed the murder on the CEO. I don't think it was Luigi. They definitely have completely different facial structures, and their eyebrows are 100% different sizes. So unless Luigi Mangione is able to regrow or grow back his eyebrows within a week, that's not the same person. And Luigi's just being held accountable for it because of reasons. Who knows? So I feel like the actual CEO killer could still be out there. But whatever, who am I to say? It's a matter of the courts. It's not really an issue for me to solve. I'm not a detective. I just calls it as I sees it, and it definitely doesn't look like the same person as depicted in the murder scenes. Where'd my ship go again? Oh, right. I had to park it. I'm just wondering where the marker... There it is. There's the marker. Ugh, screw it. I'm not walking all that way. See? This one's not all that hard. Oh, man. There's so much stuff on the ground. There we go. Oh, but yeah, Jay, sorry you came into this. I don't usually talk about stuff like this. But then again, you came in when I was talking about video games, and that makes sense because I'm playing a video game. But talking about serious topics like this, I tend to try and stay away from. Where's the space station? There it is. But yeah, Jay, if you have No Man's Sky, feel free to pop in and hang out. I have my own planet called Tala Earth if you want the coordinates to it. I can get you the coordinates, and you can stop by, maybe even build a base on our planet. But the Switch 2, it doesn't seem all that bad. I'm hoping... I mean, the one thing I know about Nintendo is they don't.
Jay said,
my code, alright.
What
Cool.
code?
Let's pull it up. I can pull it up on camera. There it is, right down there. Oh, that's not a very good... there we go. Can you see all of it? Should be able to see all of it. But yeah, there's the
J.
coordinates to my system.
Is it in Euclid?
Go ahead and put them in. It is in Euclid Galaxy. Like everybody else, I'm still in Euclid. I could go to the next one, but this one's the most active. So until that changes, I don't see anyone leaving.
Said, just don't become an MSS.
Right. Yeah. That could happen.
Jay said, YKK.
Alright, you got the code? Can I get out of picture mode now? But yeah, look for Tala Earth. That's the one that we're all building bases on. And if you want to build a base there, feel free to do so. I feel like you're done. I feel like you got it. Alright, let's turn in the quest. Cool. Alright, cool. Good.
Set.
Belligerent melee, kill 14 creatures. Aw, I've got to kill actual animals? Aw, that's mean. You know what? Let's go to a planet I don't care about and do it. Let's go to Cheeseburger and that's the rival planet. We'll kill some of their animals. It's time to hunt on Cheeseburger. Oh, we gotta go to a specific place. Oh boy, where is this? I think we have to go to a specific place. Locate creatures using the analysis visor. Look, red dots and... Oh, okay. No, it's any planet. So let's go to Cheeseburger then. I forget where Cheeseburger is in the solar system.
Bryce Campbell said,
There it
"It
is.
is kind of funny though that Bowser is the main villain of Mario. Ganon is the main enemy of Zelda. And
Well, that's not that funny. I mean, every good story has a villain. And besides, they were all developed in the 90s. Cheesy cartoon villains were kind of everywhere in the 90s. Cheeseburger has a weird, gigantic lake in the middle of it. I'm not going to say that Cheeseburger is a better planet than my planet, but it is a nice planet. It's a shame it's not my planet. That other kid found it first. It does have better floating islands, but at the same time, they're not the best kind of floating islands, you know? They're infested with mushrooms. Or the trees that they have, are they mushrooms? I don't know. It's been a while since I've been to this planet. Oh no, they're like trees, but I don't like the trees in this one as much as I do on my planet. Because these trees are more like savanna trees. It's a nice planet, but I wouldn't want to live here. The grass is also kind of tentacle-like, you see? It looks more like it would be on the bottom of an ocean, which is odd. Alright. Oh, do the plants count? Maybe killing the plants would help. Let's see. Oh, crap. I gotta recharge. Plants do not count. That makes sense, because I think there is a separate mission that allows us to kill plants, or has us killing plants. Where are the other creatures? All I see are flying creatures. I think that could be another disadvantage to this planet, is it has nothing but flying creatures. It will, however, prove to make it difficult for me to kill some of these creatures, even though they are kind of pretty. Sorry, creature. Ah, yeah, this is making it a lot difficult. Way more harder to kill these things if they fly away.
Bryce Campbell said,
Ugh. Screw it.
Andrus is said to be dead after the original story adventures list his spirit, and I'm not sure of Star Fox or the others that take place afterwards.
Andros is also considered a secret character. He's not who you... Well, no, that's not true. In some games he is, but... We both come here and die already? Gee. Why are these... Wow, they're way too strong. I gotta find some land creatures. I didn't feel right killing those things anyway. They're horribly disfigured now, but they'll live, I guess. That's horrible. Alright, let's go into the water, find some fish. I mean, they're just as difficult to kill, but maybe they're weaker. Also, there are sentinels here. And there are firestorms here. Yeah, this planet is definitely not as great as our planet. The firestorms, that's a big no-no. You don't want to live here.
Jay. Said. Is your marker...
Oh, okay, cool.
Jay.
I don't know if I'll be able to see you. Are you playing on the PlayStation 5? Not that that matters, it shouldn't matter, but for some reason it mattered with Catastrophe. I guess this is another way to go fishing, because that worked. Alright, so that's... Oh, cool. Wait, when did I kill... I don't remember killing 3 creatures already. I was just shooting wildly at those butterflies and they weren't dying. Maybe I killed something with stray bullets. That's the disadvantage of using a gun. Oh, it's on PC. You're on PC.
I can see your ship though.
Ah. Is my marker on? What do you mean by marker? I know I am in play mode. Let's take a look at my settings. I don't know what you mean by marker. Yeah, multiplayer is enabled. Should allow PvP. Group and friends. Oh, that's if we're on my base. Show ship marker. Anyone. Show on foot marker. Oh, here we go. Show on foot marker. Group and friends. I guess anyone would do it, right? There we go. Now you should be able to see me. That's weird because I can't see you. You might have your marker off as well. And might want to turn it on that way I can see you as well. Alright. We got a couple more to kill. Don't worry, I changed it to anyone. Yeah. I feel like our anyone is what I should have had it set to. Oh, I got them all. Okay, cool. Now where is my ship at again? Over that way. That's right, I was walking a little bit because I couldn't find any land creatures to kill. I'm glad the sea creatures were easier. I don't know why those butterfly creatures were so hard to kill. It was weird. I feel like I have to swim through the entire ocean to get to it. There we go. Oh, and you're at it. Yeah, you are at my ship. Morpheus. Great. At least I didn't take off any of the sentinels by killing underwater creatures, because apparently the sentinels don't care about the underwater creatures. A little prejudice of them, but oh, maybe they just can't see underwater. We can escape them by going underwater, so that's a possibility. Wow, how far away am I from my ship? Wow, I went really far from my ship. Ugh, I don't feel like walking all the way back there. Nah, I guess I should, because you're there. I think I'm getting closer, because your dot's moving. Could have been another reason why Catastrophe couldn't see me. So I'm glad I changed that to anyone, because that feels like it. Oh, you're fighting. I was wondering why I was seeing the red dots. Are you gonna be okay? Oh no. What have you done? Keep running. I could just do this. I feel like you're gonna be alright. Yeah, you look like you're gonna be okay. Ow! Oh, it was a plant. I was about to say, sentinels aren't shooting at me, are they? Alright, well, fight the good fight. And if you want to, you can build a base over on the Tala Earth planet. Really nice starship, though. Really great colors, too. Oh, you got the one with the tank treads also. That's cool. Oh boy. Here, I don't know if I can. You got this, man. Alright, see you later. Good luck. Just leave you there. That was, I feel like that was a jerk move, but you got this. Possibly. I'm sure he's got this, though. He had explosives. It was fine. Alright, back over to Tala Earth. Oh, and if you do feel like visiting my base, careful of one of the trees that's near my base. I don't want it to be destroyed. I love that tree. Oh, wait, no, I gotta get back to the, That's right, I'm doing missions, aren't I? Shoot. Forgot. Whoa, what is... Oh, we got some people joining our system.
Jay said,
you got them all? Alright, awesome. Good job. They're all dead. Just like the animals that I killed. They're all dead. We were both slaughtering different things. I was slaughtering fish, and you were slaughtering sentinels. I realize it's different, but it's two different things, but... I guess those fish had to die. There we go. Alright. Revenge of the Paw. Hunt low-level pirates. Oh, we gotta do this again. Cold Duel. Hunt dangerous pirates. Interesting results. Scan flora. This is a level 9 Vakeen mission. So maybe I'll do this. Bet the Vakeen will really love me if I do this. And 1 Vakeen standing. Alright, sure. I gotta do something dangerous, right?
Jay. Said.
Oh,
Is your base? Jay.
Oh,
Said.
you're alright.
Cap.
The...
Jay. Said. Lake.
Yeah, the one with the lake view is my base. Alright, so let's go get these lousy stinking pirates. Alright. Still haven't added the explosives. Alright, those were pretty dangerous. Oh, it's not over yet. Who is he? Where is he? Gotcha. Whoa, fuck. Crashed right into me. There we go. Out of range? Oh, fuck, really? Oh no, that's probably not my base then. That could be... Is it on a floating island? If it's on a floating island, then that's Catastrophe space. Okay, that's probably Catastrophe's island then. So yeah, his base is technically near a lake, so... But it is on a floating island. Mine is not. Mine is directly on a lake. Alright, was that all of them? We got him! Yeah! That wasn't too bad. It said it was dangerous, but they weren't that dangerous. They were pretty annoying, though. I definitely need to put some missiles on my ship. I think that's what I'll do now. I've done 3 missions. That's a pretty decent amount. So let's turn this in, and I'll upgrade my starship a bit. Put some missiles on it. And that laser we can get rid of. I fucking hate the starship laser. It's so useless. Oh, I forgot to do the thing again where I increased the power to my weapons, didn't I?
Your base should be powered by the weaknesses of every Marvel and DC superhero.
I don't know how that would work, Bryce, but I guess that'd be cool. Alright, there we go. Done. And all those other ones we can take care of some other time. But that's cool. Let's see. Where's our standing now? Templar. Nice.
Jay said, is yours next
Yes,
to an
mine
NPC
is,
base?
I have a pathway connecting the two, but it is next to the trade center, the NPC trade center. Not the one closest to the NPC trade center, that's 4K's base. Let me get back to my planet.
Jay
Alright, cool.
said, yep, found it.
Yep, the base is called All Creators Vacation Hut 2023. I totally forgot the name. Alright. See if I can land, or if you landed where I'm supposed to be landing. Where's my... There it is. There you are. Checking out 4K's base right now. Yeah, 4K didn't really know what to make, so I guess I kind of consider that to be a sculpture, to be honest. Because that's what it looks like. Looks like they were going for a sculpture, trying to make a sculpture. In case you're wondering, they're also the ones that put the Leviathans all over the place. I don't know. I guess 4K just really likes the Leviathan model. Let's take a look at my starship and see what I'm going to need. I can get rid of the lasers. Those I hate the phase beams. And let's see, here we go, the rocket launchers. I need 200 copper. Alright, so I've got to go find some copper. I keep missing you. Oh, there you are. You're on top of my house.
Jay said, are these players you rolled?
Oh yeah,
for?
these are players that I've played with. Catastrophe and 4K. 4K hasn't been around, but they stopped by last month. They weren't on No Man's Sky, but I don't think they play No Man's Sky anymore. We were playing together for a while in 2023, but, you know. Oh, cool, you have pretty much the same look, except, you know, it's dark and cool. Love that. I went for more of like a trader kind of look. A nice, versatile kind of, I'm here to do business look.
Jonathan Mathers said, Rocket launcher with bigger tube upgrade is fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. But hello, Jonathan. It's nice to meet you.
If yes, then pass a tip to this dude's base. Tell him to use a prefab if he wants a perfect hole in the water.
Oh yeah, that would be
Said.
perfect.
J. Said.
If I do see them again, I'll let them know. Nice. Really cool outfit. Let me see if I can find the other one. You're doing that one. Let me find Celebrate. That's the regular. That's the one you're doing. Where's Celebrate? There it is. It actually works with the music I'm listening to on Spotify right now. But yeah, Jonathan. Jonathan Mathers. Jonathan Mathers, it's nice to meet you. Let's play my Bite Beat soundtracks. I don't know if you can hear that. If you play No Man's Sky as well, Jonathan, you can join in with us. I'm not really doing much, and I might be ending the stream soon, but if you wanted to build a base or something, could totally do that. Is this an evil plant? It is. Oh yeah, grappling arms would be cool, but I don't know how they'd program that.
You as well, man. J.
Yeah.
Said. Need any help with your base?
Nah, I'm good. I'm slowly working. I like slowly working on my base, you know? Like every once in a while I'll come in and I'll put something or add something. The last thing I added was the little computer on the inside, as well as the entranceway, or yeah, this entranceway to my starship. Those are the last things that I made. I really love that you can holographically project the planet that you're on. True, it does suck that they kind of mirror the PNG image, but I mean, what are you gonna do? They haven't made three-dimensional models of the planets yet, so that'd be a little hard to program, especially because the planets tend to change with certain updates. All right, let's go look for some copper so I can finally give this ship the upgrade it deserves. Lots of salt deposits. Oh, copper. There we go. I'll snag some of this on my way out. I like how that sentinel was just scanning that and I run up and take it. And then he turns around, he's like, where'd it go? It was just here a second ago. And my blue little gremlin ass starts running. Just like, hehehe. It's mine now. My character does look like he'd be a little gremlin. Like a kobold from, like a robotic kobold. Or kobold, I guess, would be how people pronounce it. I just know them from World of Warcraft, but I know that the kobold species has increased in popularity because of Baldur's Gate. No, that's not. What is it? Baldur's Gate 3, or I know it's a 3. I know it's the third installment of something. Can't remember. I don't think it's Baldur's Gate 3, because Baldur's Gate 3 has been around forever. It was the game of the year in 2023. I fucking can't remember the name of it. Shit. Here we go. As long as that sentinel doesn't... Oh, fuck, it's coming over here. Alright, you. Just... Oh, man, we have... Whoa! Whoa! The brain crab's not happy. Oh, it's because you're shooting at it. Okay. Yeah, don't shoot at the sentinel. I kind of want it to just leave. Wait, where did it go? It's right there. Right, sentinel, you keep going. And I will mine this copper. I want to get a decent amount of it too, because I don't know when I'm going to get copper again. Sorry, this is probably the most boring thing you could watch me do.
Jonathan Matters said, "ES just a chill guy trying to play God."
Yeah. Just sees a brain crab, thinks, oh, time to kill that. The brain crabs are very unique to this planet. I think they're one of the rare creatures of this planet. But I think the rarest ones are the moldivores. The bear-looking creatures. Well, that's another dead animal. This is one of those deposits that's half copper and half silicon. Silicate powder, not silicon. So it's not going to yield as much as it could, but it will give me at least something. Okay. Speaking of silicate powder, I hate that it's not the first thing you get to recharge with. I love how the crab is dead, but its tentacle is just slightly twitching. It's just like, call an ambulance. But not for me. Nah, it's not saying that. It's dead. It's clearly dead. Just keep shooting at it. Just making sure it's dead. Admittedly, if I'd see something like that in real life, I'd kill it too, because it would scare the hell out of me. But they're one of our more peaceful creatures on this planet. Heck, if anything, I'd suspect a boulder back of doing something mean before the brain crab. I'm pretty sure I named it brain crab. You know what? Let's take a look. What did I name it? What did I name it? Oh no, I didn't. I called it Crab-a-Laba Ding Dong. No, that's the land one. I don't think this is the air one. Yeah, I think those Crab-a-Laba Ding Dongs, I think those are underwater. Yeah, that's not the same thing. Where is it? There it is. It's got a different P. Oh, that's the same thing. Barina crab? Did I mean to spell that braina? No, Barina crab. Oh, Barina crabana. Why did I name it that? Oh, that's right. I was asking people what they wanted me to name it. For each one of those. Some of those names were made by people on the Twitch chat. Wait, what is... Oh, hi. You brought your pet out. Those are pretty neat. I'm glad that they've made some of those horrific creatures pets that you can collect. Its eyes are cute. It reminds me of one of those jumping spiders. Uh-oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, sorry. Oh, a living house. Yeah, somebody, Catastrophe has a living house too. I think it's the same one. How'd you get this one? Did you get it from like a Twitch drop or something like that? Because that could be how he got his. Also, it's kind of in my way. Yeah, I can't. I can't dig. Thank you. Those living houses are really cool. I remember, I think it was Moonlit Ghost that asked if you could live inside one. I was like, no. It's just what it's called. It just looks like a house. It's like how a hermit crab will have a shell on its back. It's like a robotic hermit crab. Oh, did you? Okay. I guess yours does look a little bit different from Catastrophe's. Cool. Yeah, Catastrophe does that too. They collect rare creatures as well. Me, I just got 2 creatures, and they're mostly for nostalgia. One of them's really cute, and the other one is, and the other one's just kind of to remind me of when I used to live on another planet. When I first started this save data. All them many years ago. Alright. Let's fill it back in. Alright. Not fill it back in the sense that it's going to be repaired, but doing this will make more copper appear. And I can get the rest of the copper. There goes some I missed already. There we go. Alright, I think I've... Oh, I think there goes some right there. Yeah. Yeah, there. I like how it's waiting for food. Sorry, creature, I ain't got no... Well, I got food, but I don't really want to give you any. Don't need you following me around. I think the boulderbacks are kind of cute. Hey, a classic Rex. with some guns on its back. I think it's cool that they can help you fight. I never realized that until one day I had my pet out and I accidentally shot a sentinel and it started shooting at it as well. I was like, whoa. I thought they were just for decorations, but no, they help you fight. It was cool. Because a lot of the decorations that you can put on animals don't really do anything. Like the external backpacks, you can't use them to add to your back to the amount of stuff you can carry. Like the only ones that have actual functions are the laser guns and the lights, the flashlights, and that's it. Oh, we had some copper right here. Jesus, I didn't have to travel that far.
Jonathan Matters said, I didn't think they could help you, that's awesome.
Yeah, they do. It's random, like when they decide to fire at the enemy, but they will. And you gotta watch it because sometimes they don't just shoot at the enemy. Sometimes they'll shoot at other creatures if you accidentally hit another creature. So they can trigger aggro. Save so I don't have to go through that again. And it's... where is it? Ah, it's in here. Okay, it looks like it's enough. I will put it right where I had the laser. Yep. Sweet. Do I have an upgrade? Let's move this out to my... oh, I can't do that? I guess because it's the cadmium. I guess the shield. If I had to get rid of anything, I'll get rid of the shield. I can't. Where's that? It's possible it's because I'm not near my ship. Oh, I'm hitting move. I'm not hitting store. That's why. Thought it was weird. Alright, do I have any kind of upgrades available for the rocket? I do. Right here. Maybe I should do that. Because that C-class upgrade sucks butt nuggets. And now let's move... oh, I can't do it for that. It's the aqua jets. I can move those. And put this over here. And then move the shield to here. And reinstall the aqua jets here. There we go. So now I have some really strong rocket launchers. That will help out way more in battle. Oh wait, did I just get a bunch of stuff? Did you just give me a bunch of stuff? Thank you. I do tend to prefer to do things myself because A, I don't have that much space. And oh my god! That's a lot of those. I'll put them for... I'll set them off to the side for maybe another ship I might want to tune up. But thank you. That was very nice of you. I tend to like getting stuff myself, you know? But as you can see, you're not the first person to give me generous gifts. I think, yeah, 4K is the one that gave me all of these. Yeah, that works too. That's kind of why I put them in my freighter, because I knew that you probably needed the room. Oh, I forgot I had this stuff. Let's go put it in my...
Yeah.
Put this meat in my ingredient storage. So there's egg and liver. Yeah, I'll put the mordite in there too. One of these days I gotta do a cooking stream. See how many things I can cook. Yeah, and if anything I will sell what I don't need for units. Yeah, hold on to that. Alright. Let's do some fishing for a while. I'll think of more stuff to talk about. I like ending every stream with a nice bit of fishing. A, to help me get nanites, and B, just because it's a good way for me to chat with you guys. That and I don't mind it. It's like the one thing I love that they added to this game. What about you, Jay? Do you like that they added fishing to this game? Because I know a lot of people were like, when they saw the fishing update, they were like, eh. They were expecting something better, but I was happy. I was like, yes, that's exactly what I wanted. I kept saying that about No Man's Sky. I was like, if they add fishing, I will become a No Man's Sky streamer. And lo and behold, here we are every Thursday, No Man's Sky. Let me get my second Slim Jim unwrapped. I need to snap into a Slim Jim. I need my fix. It feels like that right now. The way I'm trying to open this, it feels like I'm trying to get my fix. I'm like, come on, I need this. There we go.
Yeah, it's a decent feature. I just built a fishing rig, LOL.
Oh, I missed my fish. Oh, okay. So are you new to this? How many fish have you caught? Or have you caught any S-class fish yet? Cause I hold on to the S-class fish. They're in my skiff. I could show them to you after I'm done, because I might catch an S-class.
I have yet to try the fishing, but it seems a lot like Minecraft.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot like Minecraft fishing. It's very chill.
Biggest one is XS class.
Is that true?
Best one up to now is a shark.
Oh, I thought you said XS class, but it doesn't read numbers. So it's 3S class, and the biggest one is a shark. The biggest one I have is a giant man-o-war jellyfish. Those are the 3 that you can catch on this planet. It's 2 different types of jellyfish and a singing snail, which is interesting. But its description, it's big, and I'm like, I can't imagine what it would actually look like.
Said. Then pass M back.
Oh, okay. Okay. There we go. Getting them in my inventory. Oh, yeah, I've caught a dragonfish before. Blind Titan core. That's cool. Oh, and this is the one that we have on our planet. Alright, so quick transfer to Morpheus. Cool. Yeah, those are really cool looking. But yeah, we have that same jellyfish here. And this is my other one, golden jellyfish. And the singing snail.
Said.
But yeah, Jonathan, I think I asked this before, but do you play No Man's Sky? Oh yeah, it does take a few catches. And it really depends on what kind of bait you use, but I use the default bait because I like a challenge.
Said. I had an old boot and some sponge XD.
Oh, Jonathan, you're the one that said that you haven't been fishing that much. Right. But yeah, Jonathan, you should try it. It's very relaxing, I will say that. If you just find a nice Spotify playlist to listen to while you're doing it, the time just goes by, and you can turn in the fish for a butt ton of units. You do 30 minutes of fishing and you can get like 2,000 units. It's amazing.
Jay said, can you bore a deep hole in the water for me?
I'm thinking about that. I don't know. Kinda don't want to... I consider that cheating, but I guess that could work. Alright, sure. Oh, I thought I was fishing. Alright, sure, I'll do it. Just like right in front here. Let's see. Yeah.
Just straight.
Oh, I don't know. I know that would change the way I catch fish too.
As far as you can go to catch
right.
Class. Jay said.
I know it's part of the game, but that would also change the types of fish that I get, right? Because I'm fishing near here as well. Excuse me. Sorry. Where's the terrain manipulator mode on this thing? Oh, that's right, it doesn't have one. My main gun does.
Jay said, as class can only be caught in water deeper.
Yeah, I know. But it also changes the types of fish that you can get. I think that's bedrock. Yeah. Alright, that's as far down.
Said. You can fill
I
it
know.
after I go LOL.
You want to try and get the singing fish or the golden jellyfish? Is that what you're going for? Or the singing snail? I said singing fish. Oh god. Because I did that, there's a fish going crazy under the dock now. Whoa! It's really going nuts. Alright, I'm gonna put it out of its misery. Okay, you fish, I'm sorry about this. But yeah, that's gonna change the types of fish that I can get. I don't know if I feel right about doing this. I don't feel right about fishing. If I get an S class, I'll just give it to you. How's that sound? Because I don't want to catch an S class without a little bit of a challenge. Why isn't it changing? It's weird. Oh, something wrong with my weapon. It doesn't want to change to the fishing rod. There it goes. I don't know why, but I had to hit the shoot button in order for that to happen.
Jonathan
That's kind of a glitch.
Said. What's the staff for?
The staff, I was trying to swap to my fishing rod, but for some reason it was glitching out. I had to shoot in order to get it to work. Yeah, it's doing it again. Alright, there we go. I think it's because when you go invisible, the top menu goes away, and you need that in order to change your weapon. Alright, well, that's a new glitch. Hope Hello Games learns about. I mean, it's easy to fix. You just gotta shoot, but it could freak some people out.
Jay. Said. It's not letting me fish that depth. It must be because it's in your base. Jay.
Oh, alright.
No matter.
Oh yeah, I am getting different types of fish. This one I would never have caught before. Yeah, it says it's only available in deep water. So it works for me because this is my base. So yeah, I'm gonna fill that back in. Because if I want to catch deep fish, I plan on doing that in a different... type of stream. I guess I'll call that one deep sea fishing. I don't know. There we go. And I do kind of want to build another base on here. On this planet. Like on the other side of the planet, you know? For different types of fishing.
Jay. Said. KK.
God, for a second I thought I caught that actual fish. Just a nice night out fishing with the bros. But yeah, Jonathan, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were the one talking about not really doing that much fishing. I thought it was Jay that was saying that. And Bryce, if you're still there, sorry, I completely forgot that what we were talking about before. I mean, I know we were all talking about video games and whatnot. And I got off on a completely different tangent, but I guess we could keep talking about games. But yeah, I'm probably not going to be getting the Nintendo Switch 2 when it comes out. And that's sad because in 2026, I don't know what could happen. They could release a new Star Fox game, and I might want to get a Nintendo Switch 2. But I have a very strong feeling that scalpers are going to buy them all up, and it's going to be impossible to get them for another couple years. So, it's just going to be another scenario like what happened with the Switch one. And I have to wait. It took me 4 years before I could get one, so probably going to take another 4 years. But that's alright, because there is a nice library of games that I haven't played on the Nintendo Switch. And just because they're coming out with an NS2, it doesn't mean that they're going to completely stop making games for the NS1. Or at least other game developers won't, you know? So who knows? Somebody else might make something. I know that one game, Fantasy Life I, is going to be coming out for the Switch. It's also on the PS5, but I want to get it for the Switch because I don't have that many Switch games. Like, almost all of the games I have are on the PS5, and the only games that I have on the Switch are Nintendo exclusive titles. But that's how I understand a lot of people do it, so... Oh, I haven't caught this one yet. Pretty. Like an underwater butterfly. Medium-sized aquatic creature that thrives in lush, humid, and temperate habitats. But yeah, Jonathan and Jay, I like to stream No Man's Sky every Thursday. So if you guys wanted to hang out more often, that's when I do it. That's when I do my No Man's Sky streams. Oh, and Jay, or Jonathan, if you want the coordinates to my planet or my solar system, just ask. I can pull up screenshot so you can copy it. Ooh, that's a cool one. I haven't caught this one either. Maro shark, a large aquatic creature that thrives in oh, that's the same description. Typically found in deeper water. Oh, that's why it's still counting this as deep water. Really? Is that why I'm catching ones I've never seen before? Oh boy, that's weird. I'll see what it is I catch next. If I catch another deep water fish, then uh-oh. I think I might have permanently changed my ecosystem here.
Jay said, "Righty, I'm gonna scoot get my new build finished."
Alright, no problem, Jay.
For the invite was fun.
It was a lot of fun as well. I had fun. And I hope to see you next Thursday. If not, it was nice meeting you. Longjaw snapper, I catch them a lot of times too. Alright, I think I might end it. It is getting close to 8 o'clock. Gotta take care of my cat for a little while and then call it a day. It looks like everything's restored. So that's not the problem. Weird. Ah, well. I'm not too worried about it. Cool. Let's return all of these fish to the ocean and collect our units. That shark was really neat looking, the PNG. Wonder if I'll meet actual creatures like that in No Man's Sky. I have yet to see anything that looks like a shark. I see things that look like all kinds of different types of fish. But nothing that looks too much like a shark. Then again, when I explore planets, I don't really look in the oceans that much. So that could explain why. I guess another thing I could do is try and get this multi-tool upgrade installed. I got it for one of the missions I did last time and I forgot to do that. I forgot to install it. So we could go do that now. But yeah, Jonathan, if you do want those coordinates, you know, you can go ahead and ask me and I'll take a take a picture so you can see. And Jay, if you're watching this in the archives, if you want to make a base on my planet, feel free to. I will show it off next time I play. And I'll keep an eye out for it. Maybe put a message near your base letting me know that it's yours. But these No Man's Sky streams are really nice. Starting to meet a lot more No Man's Sky players this way. I'm glad I started doing this. It's a nice way to relax, and when they start putting out more new expeditions, it'll be cool to have more people to maybe do them with. Like the Liquidators expedition would have been really awesome to have a friend alongside as I was doing it. 4K wasn't available that month, so... But it would have been nice. Oops, why did I do that? I guess I secretly want to do more missions. I think it's on the second floor. Yeah, here's the tool upgrade system. Install another one. I'll put it down here. And there we go. Cool. Nice. Pretty happy about that. I was kind of hoping for upgraded slot, but what can you do? That's a random get at best. I think I'll save all these extra slots for whenever I get any S-class upgrades. I need to get rid of some of these A-class, because S-class is just way better. I think the main reason I was holding on to things like the C-class upgrade and the S-class upgrade, or the A-class upgrades, you know, and B, is because it makes it easier for you to fight pirates and sentinels. Because the amount of S-class upgrades that you have on your starship and your weapon depend on what kind of bad guys you will end up fighting. If you have all S-class upgrades, you'll be fighting the strongest types of sentinels and pirates. But if you're fighting with, like, say, 1C or a B, you'll be fighting mid-range sentinels and easy pirates. While if you have nothing but class C or B... Oh, I need to recharge. All C or B upgrades, then you'll just be fighting nothing but easy sentinels and pirates. It's a very exploitable system, but if anything, you won't be getting the best rewards when you defeat them. So there's that, you know. There is benefits to fighting the strongest sentinels and pirates. Oh, I hate it when a random NPC does that. But it does explain why I can't land sometimes, you know. I'm like, oh, why can't I land here? And then a ship comes out of nowhere. And I'm like, you jerk. That's my parking spot. I guess that's what I get for building my base close to a trading station. But I kind of wanted a spot for everybody to be able to land. And I did not see me building a whole bunch of landing pads around my base. I also kind of wanted people to build more bases around my base, like how 4K has theirs. But I didn't realize that that would require me to invite everyone to my party so they could do that. I also didn't realize that that would limit the amount of parts I can put in my base. For instance, those cube things that 4K has, or those orb things that 4K has floating around the side of their building, I can't put down any more of those because 4K put all those there. I could get rid of them, but I like them where they're at. So I'm not too bothered by it because I don't really need one of those orb creatures in my base. I just was about to put one down and it told me I can't because I've reached my limit on them, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize there was a limit. So it was just a shock more than anything. Alright, let's put this in my freighter. So I know I have a space for it there. There we go. And this as well, because this is just taking up space. I don't use these that much. Alright, inventory's looking good. At some point, we're going to do a stream where I go around hunting for all of those, but right now I think I'm more focused on increasing my standing with the Vakeen. Because my standing with the Korvax is great. That's because they're the system that I was in most when I first started out. But my Vakeen was the worst, so I had to start doing stuff. I have to start doing stuff with the Vakeen. But it's fun, and it makes for a great, chill, relaxing stream, and I'm happy I can do so. Let's head back to the title screen, or the main menu. Mode select. You're right. Set my headphones off to the side here. Gonna have to call my ship back in. When I play next time. Just cracking some knuckles. Stretch a little bit. I was leaning up against my arm for a little too long there. Alright, so over on Twitch, I want to thank Bryce for hanging out. And yesterday, I forgot to do this. I don't think it was yesterday. It was the stream before. It was the Astrobot stream. I forgot to thank Eternal Amour for popping in and saying hello. Thank you so much for doing that, Eternal, for stopping by and saying hi. It's really fun having you show up to the streams because you're one of my oldest friends and viewers on Twitch. So it was really cool to see you again. And I think my sister met you for the first time that day too, so. All right. And over on YouTube, I want to thank Jay. It was really cool meeting you. I hope to see you more in my No Man's Sky streams. It was fun having you alongside of the adventures I was going on today. Really cool seeing another player. I usually only see other players when I'm doing expeditions, but that's mostly because of how cooperative the expeditions are. And Jonathan Mathers, thank you so much. It was nice meeting you. If you're still there, it was really cool to meet you. And if you are interested in getting those coordinates, I do have them available earlier on in the stream. So if you want to rewind and see them, go ahead. I'm totally okay with people building bases on that planet. Oh, you're still there, Jay? Yeah. It was a lot of fun. And if you want to hang out next Thursday, that's cool too. Same time, same place pretty much. Let me see, who else do we have to thank? And earlier on in the stream, thank you so much, Moonlit Ghost, for stopping by and saying hello. It was good to see you, and I hope that you had fun with your friends. And of course, Bryce also stopped by on YouTube as well. It's good having you there also. You're my mod, so the extra security is very welcome. Alright, everyone watching in the archives, if you want to, don't forget to leave a like. Leave a comment down below if you want, and share the video. It really helps out. And subscribe if you haven't already. If you're wondering when it is and what it is I'm going to be playing next time, you can always check the community tab over on YouTube. I always keep it up to date. And if you're not subscribed, it will be called the Posts tab. As far as when it is I stream, I stream Monday through Thursday. I don't stream on the weekends. I don't stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So yeah, always Monday through Thursday. Sometime around 5 p.m. is when I get started. It's been a little bit... I've been showing up to the stream a little bit later, starting the stream a little later than usual because I've been taking care of my cat. They're not in a good way. I've been trying to nurse them back to health. And today they are showing some improvements, so that made me pretty happy. You all have a great day or night, and I'm going to get some sleep. I hope you all sleep easy, and... you know, just see you next week. See you Monday. Good night, everyone.